Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast, issue 177. Hope you guys are well and safe. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, where you get to see our regular updates and what we've been up to, our trailer reactions, our movie reviews. They're all up on there, guys. And massive shout outs to everybody's support so far. We are on SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, and all other streaming platforms. G-Man, how you been, bro?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. It's good to catch up with you, man. It's been a good week, busy week as usual. But yesterday I went on a little boat, a yacht. I was on a yacht. I was on Batman's yacht.
Yes.
Bro, I took my girl out for dinner for her birthday. That was like the main surprise and whatnot. And it was like a yacht trip around Singapore, but you also had dinner and whatnot. But it was the yacht that they used in the Batman Dark Knight. Remember that scene where he was on there? I think he took all like the ballerina team on there, jumped off the plane. It was that. So it was happy birthday to her, but also happy birthday to me because I was on Batman's yacht. So that was kind of sick. Yeah, man, I've been good. Other than that, just been same, bro. Same. Just another week and whatnot. I'm fully vaccinated from Thursday, so start going for the gym tomorrow, which is great. Get back into martial arts. This year, I ain't trained no martial arts. Literally like a couple weeks, and then it's just been constant lockdown and whatnot. So I don't know. My martial art training has been basic this year. I got nothing in. So anyway, I'm looking forward to going back tomorrow. And yeah, man, just get back into routine and stuff. What's been going on at home?
Yeah, same, bro. Busy week at work. It was my first week back after Birmingham, and yeah, I was fully busy, man. And just, you come back off a hype, and then you get slapped back into reality of the normal 9 to 5, and it kind of just, yeah, it was a busy one. Still catching up. I know I got a busy one next week, but pretty cool stuff happened this week. We had our What If episode. I did Back to the Future musical yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. What was that about?
Bro, that was sick, bro.
Was it a theater show? Yeah,
it was sick. Really,
wicked.
Oh my god, amazing! Like, I will talk about more in a bit. But yeah, absolutely amazing. But I had an issue as well. Same thing, a lot of people had issues because you have to have a negative test result because basically the seats are basic. You're sitting next to each other. They're not doing no social distancing in there. So somebody probably caught COVID yesterday. But then they want to see your vaccination passport, and I'm like, bloody hell! Because I've got it in an awkward part in my wallet. I was like trying to take it out. Bare things in my hand. He's doing a bag search. I'm like, bloody hell! Like, if you make that bold on your email, people will read it. The fact of the matter is that I paid for these tickets almost 2 years ago. COVID has done what it's done. Then you give me the basic seats in the house. It wasn't actually basic. It was all right. And then halfway through it, somebody left. So I took their seat, and then I got a better view. If anybody's taller than me sitting in them stores, I'm not seeing Nathan. You know what I mean? But then you pay bucks for those seats, and you're like, this is basic. But bro, I got to see the whole show. It was awesome. But vaccination passports, you need that now in theaters as well. So it's not home free. It's not home free just yet.
We have to have it on the app. We got it on our phone. So if you don't have a phone out here, smartphone, you lose. Well, it's on your ID card, so they can scan that anyway. But yeah, that's the way the world's gonna be. So I'm just hoping they freaking open up travel. If you're gonna vaccinate people, if you need a vaccinated passport to do anything, then just open up travel. But anyway, that's another story, man. I don't know. It's another story we could talk about all year, all day.
No, of course. But anyway, and you know what? It was good. I mean, before we go into that part, let me talk about the show, if you're all right with that.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. So Back to the Future, the musical. Now, I've probably seen this movie over 1,000 times in different ways, different formats. We did secret cinema. I've seen it in outdoor cinema. I've done... what else? How
music thing? You done the actual music theater? Like
with the orchestra. Music? Yeah, that's right, with the orchestra in Royal Albert Hall. And it just keeps getting better, bro. It's weird that how this one movie can be experienced in so many different ways. Now, what they did was something familiar, but did something totally different. And I actually liked what they did. Like, they've changed the story dramatically, bro. you know, to adapt it to theatre and a musical. And a musical is tough to do, man. Like, you know, what songs you use and how do you use it? It was brilliant, bro. I was goosebumps.
It's
yeah, and it's live and
kind of like when I say it's such a talent to go an hour or 2 hours or however long it is, and you can't slip up, you can't make mistakes. You got to get your lines, your timing, your movement. Like it's actually amazing.
Bro, it was really good, amazing talent, amazing. Bro, it wasn't even that, bro. So great cast, great songs, great effects, bro. What they did with the effects always blows my mind because you remember what they did in Secret Cinema. And you're like, you're in the scene. Like it was that exciting where they did that and some of the visual effects that they did. I'm like, bloody hell, man, this is a theater show. Like how you make me have like goosebumps like this? I was proper moist, bro. The two guys sitting next to me, I was the only Asian in the village there. Were like, I was screaming, I was shouting. They weren't ready for that, bro.
Live shows are always amazing.
Exactly.
Live music, live shows. There's something about them that are really good. I never really appreciated them as younger, but as you experience them, there's something about the liveness that brings it out. That's why I love live music. We've been going to this piano thing. We've got another one coming up in a month.
Yeah.
We've got another, but there's something about live music and live shows and whatever. It's
a better feeling.
It's like a lot more intimate. You're there, you're seeing it live, you're viewing it live. You know what I mean? It's in your eyes and your ears, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a recording device. You're not looking for a screen, you're not looking, whatever, you ain't got headphones on, you're hearing it through a speaker, whatever. It's live. It's actually amazing. That sounds cool. I didn't even know they had a theater show.
Yeah, bro, it's cool. Well, they had it, they've developed it for the past 3-4 years. Bob Geldof has been putting it together and then, getting a good script, good song. How to adapt a movie like that to theater was just, what they did. And bro, the effects, bro, when they got the DeLorean and they did the scenes, you're like, bro, how the hell, who thought of this process of trying to implement time travel on the live stage? Fully enjoyed it, bro. And I'm going to go again without a doubt. Now that it's in London, because originally when I booked it, which I'm still battling for getting my money back for the train ticket, COVID happened. It was a week, bro, when they shut down the country. And I was like, but the theaters, they gave you not a refund, but a credit to another show later on and see what happens. And then, I'm still battling the ticket part. Anyway, other than that, all good, bro. Really, 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 really good show.
I've only been to, I've only been to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
When I went to New York, and that was cool as well.
Yeah.
That was a cool theater show. But there's so much theater shows to see, like so much amazing ones. So yeah, no, awesome, man. That's good that you experienced it.
Yeah, bro. Really, 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 really good fun times, man. All right, man. We jump in.
Let's do it, man. Let's go through the news and topics for the week.
Let's go for it, man. Well, I mean, you got your first bit on the list was, 9/11. That was yesterday.
20th anniversary.
My God, where did the time go, man?
It's crazy. I remember. I never forget that. Well, again, condolences to all the victims.
Yes.
Who passed away. The US citizens, and then also, Immortal Techniques put something that resonates well. It's like condolences to all the US citizens who passed away and innocent people, and then also the innocent people in Iraq that got bombed for
Iraq, Afghanistan. Yeah.
So you know what? I forget the political side of things and the conspiracies and whatever you think. Just again, prayers go out to the innocent people who lost their lives wherever you were in the world.
Wherever you were in the world, exactly.
So I just wanted to, I don't know, it was a 20th anniversary, so just wanted to at least just say condolences to the innocent people out there.
Of course, man. Definitely. Michael K. Williams, bro.
Another one, rest in peace, man.
Oh man, rest in peace, dude. That one kind of got. It was a late night one when we found that out. So it's like quite sad, man. Quite sad.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely known. I think he's more known for his role in The Wire, right? As Omar, he was just a gangster. Remember, I mentioned this one so many times. It was written so well. He was a gangster in that, but he was also like the way they written. He was also homosexual, right?
Yeah.
But like I always say, it wasn't even forced. Like it was such good writing. He's like, he was just awesome. It was such good writing and whatnot. And it wasn't forced in a way where, like, you know, some shows and stuff that they forced that. But in that show, it wasn't even forced. It was written so well.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's known best for that role. It was freaking awesome. And then obviously he's done so many amazing things since then. But yeah, it's a shame that it was heroin overdose or something. Shame, man. Everyone's fighting their demons. Oh, maybe he just might have a good time. I don't know what it is, but everyone's fighting their demons. You just don't know, innit? Everyone.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man, because like, yeah, everybody's still fighting, bro, regardless of what's going on. Everybody's fighting, and some people just have some bad habits, not knowing what the I can't even say the repercussions are.
Repercussions, yeah.
Repercussions.
He's probably tried it before. Like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't his first time. I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know shit. But I'm pretty sure he's tried it, and maybe something was wrong, man. Maybe the source he got it from, maybe he just took it too much. I don't know, man. Anyway, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, dude. Rest in
his amazing work.
Yeah.
That he's done, and yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a full on one, man. Full on one, definitely is. You got to watch Raging Fire. How was that, bro?
Yeah, man. I went to cinema Friday night to watch. I just wanted to get out and just catch a movie. I watched Donnie Yen's new movie, Raging Fire. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was a typical Donnie Yen Hong Kong action movie. He was a Hong Kong police officer, as he has been in many of his movies.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it was just a simple story of some police officers getting revenge on the force because of the system and whatnot. But anyway, it was just the action pack, the movie, the martial arts, Donnie Yen doing his thing. Every time I see Donnie Yen, I get jealous because you boys met him. I get jealous of that, but yeah,
I remember Ash. I'll always remember that moment, and it was MCM Comic Con. I can't remember what year it was, and I remember he was in Rogue One. And to be honest, I was really hyped to see Donnie Yen, not just in another American movie, but as a character in the Star Wars universe. I was proper hyped to have him on there. And I really enjoy Rogue One. I think it's a great movie. But I remember going to that Comic-Con. So I remember you have to buy a ticket. And I bought one ticket. I bought two tickets, me and Ash. And then I bought one ticket for the photo with Donnie Yen. So I was like, no, I'm never going to meet this guy any other way. Let me get this ticket, you know. It's an opportunity. It's always an opportunity to meet somebody that you've adored, you know, in the martial arts world. And I remember in the queue, and then I had Ash with me, and I was like, dude, man, I feel like they maybe turf us. But if they go for the picture, you go with it. I said to Ash, you go. You
mean like you thought it was one ticket, one person?
Yeah, that's what I thought originally. Okay. So I was if they start making noise, I'll kick. You get the photo with him. Yeah. But we were all right. We're fine. We got the photo. But it's the way he went in, bro. Like I went in with the handshake, my Ash, pow, hands open. He went for the hug. He went for the hug. Yeah. Daniel was cool. He hugged back as well. Bless him. Really, just being in that presence, you know, you get a minute, you get the photo, quick hello, and then, you know, you're like, moist.
Legend.
Donnie Yen. Yeah.
I'm looking at my figure here, the Once Upon a Time in China figure. Yeah. It's not Donnie Yen, it's Jet Li, but that's where I think I first saw Donnie Yen, Once Upon a Time in China Part 2. Yeah. And him and Jet have an epic fight scene, bro. Those yeah, I get jealous. When I see him, I'm like, I love his movies. I'm always gonna be a fan, and that's why I wanted to support anyway. I wanted to let him go support his movie. But I'm like, oh man, you boys met him. I wish.
Well, you were there. You were almost close, bro. What was it? Singapore airport or?
Well, I saw him when he was promoting Yip Man and whatnot, but that was like from 4 stories up, and I could just like see and whatever. I guess I saw him and he walked past and whatnot. But no, man, you guys hugged him and kissed him and shit. I didn't get none of that. But anyway, it's a fun movie. Listen, like, you know, his typical Hong Kong movies like SPL and Flashpoint and all them ones, like just great martial arts, fast paced. Choreographing's amazing, powerful, impactful. There were some scenes that almost reminded me of like Heat and stuff like that. You know, the car chase and the gun, like when they're wearing the suits and I think they just robbed the bank or whatever, and they're shooting at the police and whatnot. It just kind of gave me that feeling and whatnot. So great movie, and I think a director passed away. I'm not familiar, but a Hong Kong director. It was dedicated. He directed the movie, and it was dedicated to him. So he passed away as well. So basically, let me just quickly get the name because I should shout him out. 1 second. Raging Fire director. Director. Let's see what comes up. There we go. Benny Chan.
Benny Chan.
The name sounds familiar.
He's done bear movies.
Yeah.
You need to check the listing, bro. He's done loads.
Yeah, let me try and get him his Wikipedia, man. Oh no, it's just coming up. Benny Chan. Yeah. Well, rest in peace to him, man. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he passed away, but it's unfortunate. Let's see if it says anything. No, I don't say anything on how he passed away. Okay. August 23rd. He passed away August 23rd. So this movie must have been made last year, and they postponed it till this year, man. But life and career, police story movies. No. Anyway, I can't find a list of stuff, but here we go. Bloody hell. Trying to find stuff that we might. Fist of Fury. No, that's 1995. That's 1995 though. Hold on, this must be something different. That's the new police story with Jackie Chan. Bobby Hood, Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Shaolin, White Storm, Core Hero. Yeah, I mean he's made a few. Some of them I'm not familiar with, but obviously they're Hong Kong movies and whatnot. But rest in peace, man. I mean, look, the movie was great, and Donnie Yen, there was a tribute to him anyway.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie. So. If you could get a chance. I mean, look, I wouldn't say go out your way to the cinema and watch it, but if you're a Donnie Yen fan, then yes, you should go to the cinema and watch it. No,
definitely will. I don't think it's out here yet, but I'll keep an eye out, definitely. Blood Brothers, bro. Who's in that?
Blood Brothers. No, man. I'm talking about the Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali documentary.
Oh, bro, that was good.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched that. That was really good. That's a must watch.
Really good. Do you know what? Yeah, because I read or listened to Malcolm X's book and I'm reading Muhammad Ali's book, like a lot of that information or most of the information, to be honest, wasn't new to me, but it was just kind of deep. Like that, just the way they kind of put that three-year relationship together. And I felt bad for Malcolm, man. He was portrayed wrong. He's a typical character or human being, should I say, who was portrayed wrong by the media because he never promoted violence. He just promoted self-defense.
That's right.
The difference between him and Martin Luther King just didn't promote no violence at all.
Yeah.
No self-defense, anything.
Yeah.
But Malcolm X was like, no, we're not going to attack you. But if you attack us, we're going to defend us. So that was his strategy. But they pull it in as he was violent and whatnot. And obviously the FBI is not most wanted, but he was on the FBI watch and all that stuff. But you know what? Again, it's just typical government and media bullshit that painted him in that picture. And especially when he turned his life around, I don't think they emphasized that much enough on actually.
No, of course not.
Islam, and he was obviously manipulated by, the Nation of Islam. And that's a whole nother thing, Elijah Muhammad and whatnot. But the fact is, they didn't emphasize on Malcolm X changed his ways and found true Islam. When he found out, he was like, okay, actually, this white devil shit is wrong. It's haram.
Yeah.
Anyway, I felt sorry for him. And you watched the documentary, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
The relationship between him and Ali, obviously, when he spoke out against Elijah Muhammad, Ali, kind of darked him a bit, man. Like when they saw each other in Africa, he kind of blew him off, basically, like just said, don't talk to me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because you spoke up against Elijah Muhammad. I feel like Muhammad Ali was, and in his book, I read Ali's book, that was one of his biggest regrets. He wished he didn't end it like that. Maybe he was threatened as well. He felt threatened as well.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised because that's what I kind of worked out after. Elijah Muhammad, the way he carried on, he was more like a mob than a religion. And, I mean, I have my thoughts about the way he, you know, and I don't want to offend anybody who's from the Nation of Islam or anything like that. Everybody has their own ways of doing what they do. Just, you know, it's not the way I am anyway.
True Islam, and unfortunately, let's be real. I'm not being, again, I don't want to be disrespectful, but when you say Nation of Islam, that's not the true Islam when you're being racist, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, you're basically saying, yeah. So anyway, yeah.
There's more to it. There's more to it. But yeah, no, bro, it was heartbreaking because that ending tear my eye, man. When, you know, when the daughter was talking about it and he said that, you know, and she said, you know, even the last dying breaths, he was saying that was probably one of my biggest regrets. And I'm like, man, that's because, you know, they were two influential, great people. Like if I was to want, like I was thinking about it after I was watching that program. If there was two people that I got to sit in a room with, or three people, it would be those guys, bro. You know, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. I would love to have that conversation with them. You know, that realization, and you know what their time and what they were going through, and how they have impacted our lives now after they're gone. You know what I mean? But Malcolm X, I would have loved to have a sit down and chill and talk with him, like you know, after he came back from Saudi, because I know what they don't talk about was, you know, his change, and you know what he meant after, you know, and he changed 100%. Dramatically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that time of history, man, how amazing is that? Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King at one time in history. That is an epic point of America. Well, not just American history, but history for Black people and whatnot. And not just Black people, but just people, good human beings in general. Yeah. But you know, one thing that also came to me as well, because I always had a different perception of Malcolm X as well until after I read his books. Even the X-Men, it was based on racism, right? And Martin Luther King was based on Professor X. And Magneto was based on Malcolm X. But I actually don't agree with that, because Magneto kind of does take the approach of violence and attacking. Whereas, again, Malcolm X didn't promote violence. He promoted self-defense. Yeah. So even when I'm thinking back to the X-Men, I'm like, well, I kind of disagree with that now. Like, even
I think more of the conversational parts, bro.
Okay,
was based on them too, because they had a way of talking to each other in the comic books. The action and the violence part of it, you know, that's all added extra on top of it. But they were like inspired. They're inspired characters to be used on that. You know what I mean? So
definitely. I mean, yeah, Malcolm X is well misunderstood, I think, and I think people need to really realize it. And I think these documentaries and the movies do help a little bit, you know. But again, you know, I reckon if you ask the regular person, they'll be like, oh no, he was a criminal, he was a terrorist, and that's the way the FBI and the media portrayed him, I think, at that time. But that's obviously bullshit. So anyway, great documentary, man. If you haven't seen it,
one to watch, guys. Yeah, it's on Netflix now. Bro, I'm going live on TikTok, and we've got a couple of people up on there as well. So thanks for joining in, guys. So I'm gonna go like live while we're doing the podcast as well. So you guys get an early preview of some of it. So sorry, bro, I can't check the list. What was the next one on the list?
Let me check.
Clara, are you okay? Baba? Oh, she's into a program.
Oh, the PS5 games. They had their new exhibition one. Some of the games, bro. I'm gonna buy a PS5 soon, bro. I'm telling you. What do you think? I mean, look, it was Spider-Man, it was Wolverine teaser, and obviously God of War, which I was more into. But what do you think, man? I mean,
bro, so the trailer that got me most excited was the Spider-Man one. That was actually pretty cool. And them introducing Venom into the game as well. That was just, I was excited. The Wolverine one looks good. It's just not enough, but you know, when you see the clothes come out, you get excited. And the God of War, bro, like I haven't played the game, bro, but when I watch gameplay and I watch the video footage, I'm like bloody hell, that looks moist.
So good. Yeah. I mean, look, you don't, I know you don't play video games. You never had the patience for them, but that one, I mean, I stopped playing video games, but Ghost of Tsushima and God of War, I make the time for. The only games I play. But yeah, the Spider-Man game looks awesome. I watched Ash play it when I came to the UK. But it's not the type of game that I will play. I'm just not into that type of game.
Too many buttons to press. Even me, all I did was just swing around because it was, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't like the formatting of that type of game personally.
Yeah.
Just not my thing. Same with the Wolverine game. Ash said it's the same people who made the Deadpool game, which I haven't played either. But I like, to me, if it doesn't play like God of War, if it doesn't play like a Ghost of Tsushima, then I'm not really interested. However, the games look sick. But God of War, I'm buying a PS5 for that game, bro, because I love the story. The gameplay is amazing. It's gonna have Thor in it. Did you see the picture of Thor? Their portrayal of Thor, like it's raw, bro. The game is raw, and I know the battle between him and Thor in the game is gonna be mad because Kratos is a violent dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he's like pound for pound best video game dude. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but pound for pound, he's the best video game character out there, man. Kratos. But anyway, that looks good. That's gonna make me buy a PS5 next year when it comes out.
Cool. Yeah, no, it was good. It hyped up the week.
Yep. Shang-Chi, just real quick on that, man. So they didn't get released in China. Have you heard about this?
What's going on?
I think the one thing that keeps going around is the main actor, Shimiyu, I think it is. He, I think he said something bad about China in 2017. Saying something about it's a communist country and something like that. I that's what it always comes up. I don't know what other background stuff is, but that's what the one thing that keeps coming up. But I feel like Disney must be so upset. I tell you why, right? Because minimum 100 million is coming from China. That's a minimum. Yeah, this is a Chinese Marvel superhero, right? So it gets that market. You got Michelle Yeoh, you got Tony Leung, who are Chinese superstars, and then they're not releasing it there because of the American Chinese actor who they've hired to play Shang-Chi said something about 2007. I don't know. I'm making all this shit up, but I could just imagine the Disney CEOs like, fuck, man. Oh, shush, I know what's it. They must be like, man, basic, man. We gave you the part and you done some crap about China, and now we're not going to be released there.
But that's in like 2017, and what has that got to do with
China? Don't mess around, bro. China don't mess around. You don't say anything about China, bro. They don't mess around, and they run things now. They're not I think he called them a third world country or something like that. But they don't mess around and they run everything. Like Hollywood want China. They want a Disney. We've seen it. We've heard it before with Doctor Strange about the Ancient One, all that sort of stuff, right? We know about it. So Disney want to be in China, but the fact that they got a movie that is for China and then they're blocked and they're not running, they must be crying, bro. And I feel like if Disney, I feel like this is what I think, and this is all me just speculating, right? If Disney knew what he said in 2017, like if they done their research, they would have been like, nah, you know what, you're not going to get the part based on it. They would have boycotted him. Right? I feel this because they want to be a part of China, and they would have just hired someone else. But because of that, it's not being released there yet. God knows if it will be later. But man, that's the market that they probably wanted. Because
that's going on. Pirate games, man.
Bro. I mean,
party that game, man.
I'd be upset if I was in China, man. I couldn't watch that movie, man. But
they're pirates, bro. Sorry,
it's been a great success, bro. I mean, like it's made a lot of money. It's a hit. Just that international budget, man, probably messed up the movie.
Interesting one.
Anyway, we'll see. But anyway, I mean, I don't know if that's the full reason, but that's what keeps popping up. That he said some stuff back in 2017, and he's Chinese as well, so they ain't gonna tolerate one of their own people talking bad about them. So that's a shame. But I didn't, I was thinking about something we talked about last week when we were spoiling it or talking about it. And it was a silly comment I made about Katie, what's her name? Aquafina. Remember I was saying like she kind of didn't suit the role and she wasn't athletic enough to learn how to do a bow and arrow in one day. I was thinking about it later, man. Like, how stupid is that? We just watched a comic book movie where dragons were fighting, and then here we are saying, oh, she don't look athletic enough to throw an arrow or shoot an arrow. It's like, what a dumb comment to make. So I'm taking that back.
It's all right. It's okay. I mean, they're general thoughts of what we say there and then, isn't it? So it's fine. Don't worry. Don't take to like.
No, I was just kind of thinking about it. I was like, it was a silly comment. So anyway, yeah. But anyway, hopefully it does get released in China because I hope that movie makes all the money, man. It's the highest rated Rotten Tomatoes comic book movie ever, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. God damn, I'm on the wrong page, man. Sorry.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
No, I'm doing live videos on Instagram and TikToking, so people can see what we're doing live. So there we go. We're going live on Instagram now, guys. So I'm gonna do this more regularly. I've been going live on the TikTok page recently. I noticed that it helps the algorithms and it helps push our content out. So I'd like to see that more often, and I want people to start commenting and stuff like that. So yeah, cool, man. What do we have next, bro?
What we had next was Secret Wars started filming in London. So new.
Oh damn, nice.
So so maybe you might see Sam Jackson somewhere in London.
I need to find out where they're shooting, man. I need to get into one of the. I'm gonna go on the casting list, bro. I think my next mission in the next year or two is to be at least in one Marvel TV show or movie as an extra.
In the background.
Even if I look as a Saturn, man, I'll be an alien or Saturn, man. You can make me Saturn. That's my next mission. One Marvel movie or even a DC one. I'm gonna try casting for both of them.
Do it, man. Just be a background dude.
Yeah, I need my little 2 minutes. 6 seconds in one of them films, like doing this, like kill me or something. Just
even if they put my elbow in it or something, man. Wait, do I have a scar or something? I don't know, something to just say like, that's my elbow. Like
yeah.
But anyway, that started filming, so that's good. I'm glad that carrying on with their projects and whatnot.
Exactly.
There was a rumor saying if Shang-Chi flopped, they would have postponed the movies and whatnot, internals, but it wasn't a flop. So let's go, man. I don't think it made the money that it should have, but it was still a success.
Yes,
anyway. So
exactly.
Let's go, man. Let's go. What else? Andy Garcia is a part of Expendables 4, bro. Come on.
Nice.
Another legend.
Another legend in there. That's it.
Which is awesome. So that movie is getting some hype. You got Tony Jaa, Andy Garcia, the original cast. I hope Jet Li makes a little cameo in there because I miss Jet Li so much. So that should be a fun one.
It will be. Hold up, bro. Let me just check. She just ran out of the room. My back.
But anyway, on Expendables, yeah. I mean, look, I'm looking forward to that movie. It's been 2016 was the last one. Those movies are so much fun, so you can't hate on them.
They are. So we got Haresh. Haresh. Oh, sorry. Hold up. Relax. We're just filming the podcast, dude, and yes, we just spoke about the Spider-Man, sort of PS5 trailers. We just spoke about them, so you could watch the full episode and you hear our thoughts on it. Oh
yeah, cool, man. What else? Tom Hardy's Warrior is getting a sequel series starring Daniel Cormier. He's a UFC legend, two-time light heavyweight and heavyweight champion, so double champ. He's awesome. I mean, look, I don't know how that show's gonna. I like that movie. I don't know how the sequel is going to be with Daniel Cormier. I mean, Daniel Cormier is obviously not an actor, but I listen to his podcast. I listen to him when he commentates. Him, Joe Rogan, and John Anik are the best commentators, I swear, in fight history. They just got great energy. So I'm sure Daniel Cormier will do a good job. I like listening to him and whatnot. How he does in the movie or whatever this is, I don't know. I'll watch it. One of it's MMA too. That movie wasn't too bad. So I'll check a look.
All right, cool.
I do predict that it's going to be low budget because those MMA. I mean, we've got Daniel Cormier. I don't mean to be bad, but this is not Tom Hardy, right? So I reckon it'll be some low budget thing. But
no,
anyway,
of course.
I'll take a look.
Definitely. All right, I'm going to do a shameless plug. And if you guys can see on Instagram screen right now, and for the guys that are listening to the podcast right now, not even a shameless plug. Listen, guys, it's the new way. It's the how we get supported in doing the podcast as well. And I've opened up our own TeePublic store where you can get the Brothers Geek Out podcast merchandise. Now you could get yourself t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, face masks. I'm going to put the link in the description, guys, and to help support the Brothers Geek Out podcast. And I want to see photos on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok with the t-shirts or mask or whatever you guys get. We've got our own store open, so you could get your Brothers Geek Out podcast t-shirt, hoodie, or you could get your favorite movie quotes on t-shirts. So I've got a couple on there. G-Man, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link on the chat in Zoom, so you could check it out and get because I got excited yesterday. Like I was, when you have ideas and you're like, why haven't we jumped on merchandise yet? So here we go. So we have our own store. Make sure you guys check it out. I am looking to expand that later on this week to like Amazon print on demand as well, guys. So you'll get all that stuff on there. But if you want to check it out, click the link in our bio. It's already on there. And I'll have it at the bottom of the description, guys. Check it out. Help support the cause, the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Not even a cause, just show some love. That's all it is, really. So I've got some really cool designs up on there. I've got a Mr. Miyagi t-shirt and I've got an Iron Man one on there, but you've got the Brothers Geek Out logo on there and we've got some movie quotes. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. I like it, man.
Yeah. You could get a mug. There's loads of stuff you could get, man. Bloody hell. Pillowcase. Man.
Baseball t-shirts, hoodies, kids, masks, home goods. The hell we all are.
Nice. Awesome. But yeah, sorry. Shameless plug. Had to be done. What else was on the list, bro?
The last thing was the main thing of every week. What if?
God damn. Good episode.
So good.
Yeah, really enjoyed that.
Bro, the zombie, man. Finally, because the zombies, Marvel zombies and all that stuff has always been one of those comic book things. And we finally got one, which was awesome, bro. It was so good. And also, because it's a cartoon, there is less emotion to it in the sense that, you see Bucky losing, he had to kill Cap and Falcon and, his only friends and whatnot. And, it was a bit comedic and whatnot. It wasn't too much emotions attached to it, but it was really good, man. I mean, Spidey and you get here Chadwick Boseman again.
Yeah, that was
and he said that line, in my culture, death is not the end.
Yeah,
like it's emotional. Spidey mentioned Uncle Ben for the first time in the MCU.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Hulk got some redemption, right? From because it's from the Infinity War saga, right?
Yeah.
But again, Hank Pym is fucking everything up again in this What If series. So he there was a when he was looking for his wife in the quantum worm disease, which he brought out into the world. But yeah, Hulk, I love that Hulk got some redemption because he couldn't get bit and then he just had a big fight with zombie Scarlet Witch, which was nuts, bro.
Yeah.
And then at the end, that Thanos zombie, I mean, come on, man. Thanos
and he had the Infinity Stones. He was still going.
He had the gauntlet. That's sick. Bro, that was awesome. So great episode. Great freaking episode.
Really good. It was really good. Sorry, bro. I'm just uploading this to Instagram. But yeah, great. For me personally, bro, like, you know what? It did have emotion, bro. Peter, man. Peter was like, I think animation, it does take away that moment, but I think that moment that Peter had with Ant-Man and T'Challa was actually a really good, heartfelt moment. And, bro, Ant-Man was jokes, bro. His head and his references.
Paul Rudd came up, which was awesome. So good. I mean, how many times are they going to kill Vision? This time he killed himself.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Vision
knew his bare times, man.
He's poor dude, man. He's getting it.
I said, but it was so good. I mean, all these what ifs are amazing. They're freaking good, bro. All of them.
They've really put together some good, wholesome stories that work really well, and using like a what's the word? A common theme from the movies gives us that connection and understanding of what's happening, basically.
So good. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, and you know what? Like, I don't know. They're never focusing on Marvel's so good. They don't have to focus on a Captain America or an Iron Man or whatever to make something good. They could just focus on all the other characters and it's going to be good. So I don't know. I'm such a fan. They're so good at building characters. Like, obviously that's what Marvel has been doing with these comic book characters. They know how to build characters, but in the movie world and in this world, like, so good at building characters where, like I say, Ant-Man is a fan favorite out there. You know what I mean? Like, Groot is a fan favorite. No, man, it's so good. Anyway, what ifs are being the best things every week, man. I'm loving it. So Wednesdays, what ifs are the best. So that's been pretty awesome.
Nah, bro, I don't blame you, man. I've really enjoyed them as well. I look forward to them, even though I saw it on a Thursday. It was a late one for me. Work has been extremely busy, so
I feel that. Figuring out.
Trying to work that out has been hard. It's weird, man. Life just gets extremely busy and tough, man. So it's just trying to balance everything, and everyday life is getting even more busy. And yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, man, we're getting some love on Insta. Thank you very much, peoples. Make sure you check out the Brothers Geek Out podcast there. Make sure you guys check out the Twitter and the TikTokins. I forgot to say, like lastminute.com. Make sure you check the link below for the Crypt Art exhibition. So it's an NFT exhibition. So where you get to see rare photos and images that are like big collectibles, and you can buy the NFTs later on. So, using cryptocurrency and everything like that. So the Crypt Art I got invited to on Wednesday. So it's an online virtual gallery, but you get to see images and stills and products from movies that are created, like they created Spock's space uniform, 3D using the original costume, but you could buy it as an original NFT piece. You get to see behind the scenes for movies you've never seen before and images you've never seen before. So they've pulled out basically photos from the archives and digitally restored them and put them up on there. And it's really, really good. It's free to go and browse. But if you want to pay the monies for an NFT, then go for it, because some of it is expensive games. But I'll put the link in the description, guys. Check it out. It was really good. I got to see some stuff from the Superman movie. And I didn't even realize, the Superman movie was shot here in the UK. There's a scene in there where where Superman's flying across a couple of buildings, and that was based in Milton Keynes, bro.
Wicked. Awesome.
So I didn't know that. And, little things like that, even with the Batman 1989 and stuff like that, but there was a couple of photography stills from that as well. So it was pretty cool. Flash Gordon. It was actually really cool tour. I found it difficult to go around because you have to use your keyboard to walk around. It's like gaming, but they're working. It's the first of its kind. So it was an honor to be at that as well. So that's been good. And then Wing Chun, man. Wing Chun messed me up the other day, bro. Hardest lesson I had. The Shifu, he's been away for a bit. It was the first time I met him. His name's Steve. Steve cracks me up. Steve is 62 years old, but my God, man, the guy's got power, man. Doesn't look, he's like Andy, doesn't look like he aged. He looks like he's in his late 40s. But, teaching me technique and, telling me about how important technique is. He gave me a couple of Ip Man punches to the chest, and I wasn't expecting. I was like, dude, man, you're gonna stop my heart, man. But he was talking about technique. And my forearms, they're getting stronger now. Not like how weak it was before. Like people, because you change partners, work with different people, different strengths, different heights. There's this tall dude that I was learning some. I can't remember what the moves are called. I need to start remembering that. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. Well, when I get back, we'll do some conditioning and whatnot. Talk about Wing Chun. Anderson Silva just knocked out Tito Ortiz in boxing, and a conversation of Bruce Lee and Wing Chun and all that came up because Anderson Silva trains that and learns that and stuff. Yeah. And he was just like, I train my Wing Chun and I'm trained boxing and smashing it. There's a whole, but Evander Holyfield just fought, bro, and he lost, unfortunately, to Vitor Belfort. But Evander Holyfield's hitting 60. I can't believe they're doing this, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, I know you don't follow the combat world too much. But I follow the boxing mostly, this boxing, because it was all MMA superstars and whatnot. But Evander Holyfield fought Vitor Belfort, Anderson Silva fought Tito Ortiz. Man, I mean, it's crazy. But, I mean, it's a bit of a circus. I guess they call it a circus show just because of the spectacle that it is, rather than I mean, they're real fighters. You can't say, but Evander Holyfield's like 60 years old, man. It's crazy.
That's
But Anderson Silva is an amazing martial artist, and I'm just happy to see him succeed in boxing. I know at the end of his MMA career, I mean, he's a legend. He's going to go down one of the greatest, but at the end of his MMA career, just MMA is a different game. And with young people and stuff, it's a different game. But he's smashing it in boxing, man. And Wing Chun was a big part of his arsenal in MMA. So, you know, that just came to mind.
No, totally, man. Totally. I can't believe his age, bro, and he's still fighting.
Mad. Him and Tyson were supposed to go, and I think that didn't work out. So that's why he just jumped into this one.
Okay.
And Vitor's a beast. Vitor is a beast, bro. He's getting old as well, but I mean, he's still a beast compared to a 60-year-old Evander Holyfield. So it's crazy, but
mad.
That's the fight world.
That's the fight world, of course. That's mad. I think that's it, isn't it?
That's all the things on the list, bro.
Cool. All right, man. As I said, guys, make sure you check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is the Brothers Geek Out Podcast. We're on all streaming platforms, and guys, now we have merchandise. Oh my goodness, that's like, for me, that's another big step for the Brothers Geek Out Podcast. I recently put up a post on Twitter the other day, and people were not cracking up, but like where we started. I put up a picture of us where we started the podcast, an image from the first podcast, and I remember it was like 15 minutes long, and we were talking about Avengers. Yeah, it was the first podcast, and I took a photo of the recent one, and you could see, like, you know, the difference. But guys, massive thank you, because I know YouTube is weird and the algorithm is a weird one. It doesn't really, really push smaller creators' work. But you guys that are listening in on like SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon, and you guys keep the views up on there. So that's a massive thank you for that. And then I've got another giveaway on my Twitter page, guys. I'm giving away the Long Halloween graphic novel, guys. So make sure you join in to that. I know the last giveaway was really good. This one's running a bit slow, but I'm going to repost it again. So making sure people join in. And yeah, have a wonderful start to the week.
All right, cool. Peace, everyone.
Peace.